name is Joe Cronin.
We're listening to the Joe Cronin Show.
Hello everybody there, right there on the Joe Cronin Show, the hardcore legend Mick Foley.
You're watching the Joe Cronin Show with Joe Cronin. Personality, insight, and insanity. Wrestling talk with attitude.
This is my dear loyal lieutenant, Brother Cronin. He's a good man.
How about this? If you're gonna call the show, grow a sack. If I offend you, fuck you.
Welcome to the Monday Night Raw review. What's up, everybody? Take out your privates, baby. Man, that show put me to sleep. I am ready for nap time. It is Monday night nap time in the Cronin household. What's up, everybody? Monday night nap time for me. Not sure how you guys felt. What's up, Jake? Jake's in the house. It's a fucking mess.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I lost my voice today. Or last night.
Working those street corners gets to you.
Yelling at the referees gets to me.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, the good news is when I had I was doing a live stream, and then Just Incredible called me right as I was starting just messing around on my live stream. And the good news is that motherfucker can talk, man, and I like it. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. DDP style. And man, he just fucking rolled on, and I was like, thank God.
He has some great stories, and he has been through some shit. I'll tell you what.
He has put himself through some shit too. I'll tell you.
That too. He's just one of those people that you can listen to for a long time. He's very, very interesting. He's never been to the top of any promotion, obviously, but he's been involved in so many things that he's been behind the scenes and witnessed so many monumental moments, and he's befriended so many great stars that he has these fantastic road stories and journeys, and then all the trials and tribulations he's been through himself. He's just such an interesting person.
What are you talking about? He's never been to the top, Jake. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, he beat the shit out of you if you heard what you just said.
He knocked my teeth out. What's left?
Yeah, beat you like you fucking... Oh, never mind. Yeah, man. But no, it was fun. I'm gonna put the whole... Dude, I gotta tell you what. He's going to be on a few more times. This ain't the last time we'll have Just Incredible on, but I got to tell you, it's going to go up on Patreon probably tomorrow, and then I'll probably upload, the parts will come up on YouTube. But he is dark, man. He is fucking dark. I don't know. He's got some shit. He says he's saving the real juicy stuff for the book when he's like 80. I don't know if, I don't know how old he'll make it till, but he says if he makes it to like 60 or 80 or something, then he'll drop the book, and he's like, dude, he told me he knows where the bodies are buried. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what he said, man. He knows where the fucking bodies are buried. And I was
that's what I'm saying.
wow.
You know how many wrestling secrets he must be privy to with all the people that he's worked with?
Fuck. He knows where the bodies are buried. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know what that means.
What I'm saying.
But
Wrestlers' lives are interesting enough as is, always on the road. Ugh.
He said he was like, hey, I guess he just got done with talking with X-Pac, and they're all trying to get him in like rehab and shit. And yeah, he needs to go. I mean, based on what I told him, like based on what I've seen, I was like, you need to get the fuck in the rehab now. Like you need to go. What is going on tonight?
Yeah, he definitely needs to go. But you weren't feeling Raw, huh?
No.
This put you to sleep. See, I rather enjoyed this episode. I'm liking the fact that we haven't lined up recently, but I don't know. I liked tonight. I think there was a lot of good freaking wrestling, and there was a decent amount of progression forward towards the next major pay-per-view. That's what I enjoy. They're starting to build things. There's still some glaring issues because there's no top heels on Raw right now, and it's really hurting them overall. I mean, when you think of heels for Raw, Kevin and Sammy don't stand out as much as they should. They've been beaten and lost too many matches. And Jinder, especially with the way it ended, I mean, maybe you can say that he's one of the bigger heels, but they don't have that huge name for the top bad guy right now, and that's a big hindrance for this brand.
It should be Reigns.
Should be. It's easy enough to book it, but I mean, even Rollins, I mean, he's too white hot, but he was good as a heel. He was at least a top heel when they needed him to be. They don't have that right now. McIntyre could be up there. Same thing, him and Ziggler, but they just don't seem, I don't want to say credible because that's not right, but they don't seem threatening and menacing enough. So.
Just incredible.
But all in all, the wrestling was really solid. I liked it. They opened up well. Braun and Kevin put on quite the performance. I expected that to be more of not a squash match, but much quicker than what we got. And it was like a solid 15-minute opening. I enjoyed that, much more competitive than I think anybody anticipated it to be. And especially because they teased the count-out loss again, but that's not what we got. So I definitely enjoyed that.
I don't think anything beat last night's Miz and Seth match.
No, nothing could even come close to compare to that. Although Mojo, I kind of groaned when he came out, but him and Seth did do well together. They did put on a nice match. I never believed that Mojo stood a chance, and that's a problem. That's an issue when you can, no matter what, pick the winner. It needs to be a little less predictable. But I'm hoping that at least when John Cena had the open challenge, every now and again, not every time, but every now and again, someone would come out and you'd say, God damn, I could see this person walking away with the U.S. title. They're debuting. They're premiering. They're moving up.
Plus it started with like Kevin Owens and shit.
Yeah,
like
so it had this
started
allure
with
to it.
Mojo Rawley, like
anything could happen, and they had their Mojo moments. They had their Zack Ryders, but they also had past champions and debuting stars. So it really had that allure that anything could happen. With this, I hope they don't just kind of showcase mid card after mid card. The lower end. But
I wish they'd make Mojo just a sick fuck, like just a sick fuck with like carries a knife or something, like make him like, remember what's his name, that stupid cunt with the fucking dip in the chew, he always chewing his dip, back in like 1990, Skinner. Make Mojo Rawley like the new Skinner, like he just comes like, nah, and he has a knife for some reason, he's chewing dip and spitting it out, and he wears cowboy boots just to be a shithead. But instead he comes out there like, I'm going to run a race. Like it's fucking, he just doesn't look right. And Zack Ryder, I don't know. And
it
where
looks
the
like he
fuck,
drank too many Kill Cliffs. That's the problem.
I either tagged this video wrong or I fucked up. 840 people? Where the fuck? We're always over 1,000. What's going on? Everybody else must have gone to bed tonight too for Raw. Look at this shit. The fuck is going on tonight? Fuck this shit. I got a goddamn sore throat for this shit for 850 people. Where's fucking 1,200 that are normally here? What the fuck? Is YouTube not alerting people? Is YouTube not know that God's on the air right the fuck now? Is that what's going on, YouTube? You don't understand that God's on the air? Is that what's going on? Because I'm talking right now. I'm on the fucking air, you cunt. By the way, after that corrupted podcast we did on Saturday night, where we fucking rampaged and raped Jimmy Buffett's name, and then tonight for Corey Graves to drop Jimmy Buffett's name, I fucking died. I was like, man, we just talked about that on Corrupted, or Monetize This, or whatever the fuck show it was. I think it was Corrupted. And goddamn, I don't know. But man, I'll tell you what. Did X-Pac had him on his show? Are you kidding me? The way Justin Credible was talking to me, it sounded like he had like a personal phone call with X-Pac. But you're telling me that 5 minutes before he did my show, he was on X-Pac's show? Is that what you're saying? I thought you were saying that he called. I thought he was telling me he called him personally because they were talking about something. But you're telling me that they were on a fucking live show before that? Is that true? God damn.
I don't know, but that's interesting.
I thought
that's
somebody
the case.
said that in the chat.
Makes you feel like the sloppy second, no?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about? I know he was on. And if you want to really feel like sloppy seconds, he was on Stone Cold's podcast 2 weeks ago. So
well, that just gives you the rub, you know. He went from Stone Cold to Joe Cronin.
Yo, someone just said I sound like Stevie Nicks. So let me play a fucking donation and make sure this shit's working right.
Yeah, I was able to hear the intro, but
you hear that? Look at that, good.
You're my man. Oh, I wanna see you naked. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum.
And
I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns.
Save our son, Han.
Raw 2/10. I feel like WWE has booked themselves in a corner because they have money in the bank on Raw for championship that is never on TV but every few months.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Money in the Bank cash in when you get like 3 chances at it. Whoever wins the Universal Championship Money in the Bank might as well kill themselves. Like seriously.
Well, from what I'm understanding, there's only one Money in the Bank.
Well,
Kurt Angle fucking trolled the audience because he can't speak correctly.
Oh my god!
And he said there's 4 ladder matches at first. Like he was all over the place.
Yeah, he said one on. He said 1 men's and 1 women's on each show.
He also called Chad Gable Jack Gable. So I mean, we can't hold it against Kurt. But
are you fucking kidding me? Are you telling me that there's
he's all over the place?
I was down with the idea of having 4 briefcases. Now you're telling me there's 2?
Yeah, there's only 2. They're doing mixed stars of the men from Raw and SmackDown, and the same thing for the women's. There's 1 and 1.
Oh my god!
1 men's, 1 women's.
All right, okay.
And then whoever wins on their, performance for Money in the Bank, then takes it back to their brand.
You know what, Kurt Angle, you fucking asshole.
Well, last night we had originally heard that there was going to be 3. There was going to be 2 men's, and 1 women's. But I think there should be 1 on each brand. I know it kind of it muddies it, but then again, I mean,
it'd be way more interesting. But yeah, pretty much you would think the Universal. It's not going to be someone from Raw winning it because
it seems like it has to be a SmackDown person.
Yeah, what are you gonna fucking? Oh, he's coming to cash in. This is how. Can you imagine how it would go?
Showing up with a ref in a ring at Brock's Ranch.
Nobody's
Sable, count the pin.
Nobody's there. Just like fucking because there's never anyone there. So it's like there's no reason for it. So it's like who gives a shit? What did Finn Balor just win a chance? Balor just won it, right?
Yeah, Balor
won
at the end.
Like all of a sudden, well, good night, guys. Good night from SummerSlam. We'll see you guys next time. We'll be live at the. Wait a second! Oh my god! Oh my god! Here he comes! Here comes Finn Balor. Balor's running down to the ring. Balor's with a referee running down to the ring. But wait a second. Brock Lesnar isn't here. Brock Lesnar's not here. Balor got all the way to the ring, and there's no Brock Lesnar. Unbelievable. I guess we'll have to wait till next time. Balor's standing in the ring now with the referee, scratching each other's balls. Then it's like fucking 3 weeks later on Raw. Like, all right, well, Monday Night Raw is about to go off the air. Everybody, we'll see you next week. We're Raw live in Manhattan for the... Oh, wait a second, Finn Balor. My God. Oh, but Brock Lesnar's not here. Finn. What in the world is Finn Balor thinking? He can't cash in, Finn. What is this? And Finn looks like It looks like Finn decorated the Money in the Bank. It's red, white, yellow, purple, and all kinds of colors. Saxon, you idiot. That's a rainbow Money in the Bank. Well, there we go, folks. Get it at www.shop.com for $100. We'll see you next week for Raw. Why would he try to cash in? He knows Lesnar's not here. I don't know. I mean, so there'd be no goddamn point.
Your voice just sells it. It's mwah.
My voice is a mess right now. This is really bad. What's Onision gonna think tomorrow? Hey, Onision.
You sound how I feel, baby. That's for sure. Jesus, gotta get you some hot tea and throat lozenges.
Well, I'm gonna go grab some lemon juice and a fucking iced tea and a tea. I see your donations up there, guys. If you want to donate tonight, the link is down below in Streamlabs. I would appreciate it, obviously. Over in the Say Something comment section, the $, you can super chat if you like too. And I'm going to go grab myself some hot tea, and then I'm going to try to lick myself in my privates. I'll be right back. Jake will take over while I just try to massage my voice. I'm going to shoot cum into my own throat and swallow it, and I heard that works.
Yeah, you could gargle, a little bit of salt.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Gargle.
Joe, are you making fucking fun of me again, you fucking piece of shit?
Said in the chat, you sound like you, Ryback swallowed sand.
Ryback, I don't do what Joe says, all right? Listen, you fucking out-of-shape fucks. I am Ryan Reeves. I don't buy Twitter handles. I don't pay for Twitter followers, okay? Get that through your head. You can go on my Twitter. You can go to Twitter Audit right now. Go to Twitter Audit right now and look me up, okay? Yeah, sure, 40% of my followers are fake, but that's bullshit. Not all of them are. I am real. I'm as real as it gets, and I'll be in your fucking living room. Finish it. Jake, just like you did that big fucking chicken dinner. Finish it.
Winner.
Shell shock.
Ryback.
I will shell shock you. Finish it.
Go cash that paycheck.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some tea. Go ahead. Your reason why Raw was good, I don't know. I might have been out of it tonight too. I was all fucked up.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Raw was not that bad. I don't know how the chat is feeling. You guys will have to let me know out of 10 what you think. But all in all, I enjoyed it. For the most part, the wrestling was on point. They're trying to build towards Money in the Bank. Granted, it's still, another 5 weeks away. So, right off the top, like I said, it was better than a typical squash match. Owens, for such a big guy, so damn agile. And Braun is nimble for as big as he is. I liked the promo, too. You're a bad monster. I thought that was hilarious. I liked everything that Owens had to say. He's certainly a little underrated at times. Braun was good. He was able to tell a memory from his childhood without sounding like a total fucknut. I think typically when you do that, you get kind of the Roman Reigns reaction. Hickory dickory dock. I'd rather suck Kurt Angle's. Well, any of it. Like the match. It was entertaining. And, you don't hear as much from the crowd the rest of the night as much as we did in the intro. I noticed that. They were white hot in the beginning at New York Nassau Coliseum, and then going forward they seemed to get more and more quiet, which for some of the matches I can't really blame them for. Then we had Baron Corbin, Scott Dawson, and Dash Wilder versus No Way Jose, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews. This was just a throwaway. I feel bad in one sense that the Fruit Roll-Up himself is in this predicament, but the Revival have not been properly utilized once, I feel like, in the past year. I mean, injuries aside, we haven't seen them do anything. No Way Jose is, as we discussed before, just a total ripoff. And we don't need the conga line. So I know they're trying to have their fun little moments and spots like that, but it was good to see the heels win here. Shit match. Didn't do anything. You see Baron Corbin hit the end of days on No Way Jose, but at least they're continuing their feud there. I'll try and give them that much. we had some okay backstage promos. We had Goldust telling Angle he wanted an opportunity for the Money in the Bank match. Then Jinder shows up, and he outright bitches, pisses, and moans that, you know, if he's not in a triple threat, make it a fatal four-way. And Angle tells him to have a good showing against Chad Gable tonight, or Jack Gable, I believe he said at first, and he would consider. So later on, we go ahead and we got that match, and even that was decent, you know, especially considering what we usually get from Jinder. I enjoyed it. You know, they didn't make it seem like Jinder was going to win every second. It was shorter than I would have liked, but Chad Gable sold well, and he also had a few moments where he definitely seemed like he could have won here. So their back and forth was good. Then we followed up with Jinder telling, you know, Angle, I won here. I should be able to make this a fatal four-way. Angle laughs at him, refuses, and sends him on his way. Again, not a bad interaction with Kurt in the back. They're, you know, giving Jinder the staff. They're just not letting him go ahead and be taken seriously, and he's going to make sure that Angle pays for it. So earlier in the night, we get Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Ruby Riott. This is a triple threat match for the first Money in the Bank qualifier from Raw. Problem is the crowd gets quiet because Sasha's been booked so back and forth. They don't really know where she stands at this point in time. No one's going to cheer for Ruby Riott, and Ember Moon's still fairly new. People don't know her, you know? So it wasn't a bad match between the three. Then we saw the Riott Squad get involved, which I kind of hoped they would stray away from, especially seeing Ruby, you know, do well last night, that we would go ahead and have her, you know, have a chance to better define herself without needing support from her teammates. But, you know, they go ahead. So then Bayley has to run out and defend Sasha, which, again, makes no fucking sense with all the interactions they've had back and forth. Bayley asked, you know, if Sasha would come out and help her last night at the pay-per-view pre-show, and she refused. So it was really, you know, ass backwards to have them go ahead and have her come out. I don't quite understand why they would have Bayley defend her. Whatever. No one decides to follow through with that booking. But, again, the crowd was quiet, and I don't blame them. Moon's still very new. I'm glad she won. I feel like the right person won here. And I really like the, you know, the finisher that she hit off the top rope. So when she hit the Eclipse, you know, it was set up perfectly. I loved it. Hopefully we see more from her going forward.
Jake, let me tell you something. This show was fucking stupid. This whole thing was like a fucking goddamn fucking gay parade. Like, this whole show tonight, it was Seth Rollins coming down to the ring like, oh, burn it down. We know what that means, right? Burn it down. You know what burn it down means. I know what burn it down means. He knows what burn it down means. That totally means, like, fucking to melt your cock, like with cum. Like, that's what that means. You know that, right? You seriously? What the fuck is going on Monday Night Raw? Swear to God, Vince McMahon has like a giant fucking load in his pants. Every single week, he jacks off to Finn Balor. He wants Balor Club to be in his mouth, is what I'm saying.
The fans, I think, would have to argue there. I think they would think that Roman is the love of Mr. McMahon's eye. Eva.
You know what? You know what, motherfucker? You guys in the chat right now are really starting to piss me off. Okay? You're in the chat. You're all just like, oh, wow. Like, I want to be just as gay as Joe. You know, you guys are just, oh. But you know what? Let me tell you something. And you can meme the shit out of this if you want to. But my sexual orientation is not your fucking prom dress, motherfucker, okay? So just shut the fuck up now.
They're supposed to be accepting here in the Joe Cronin Show, but I don't know. They're having a bit of a hard time getting used to
this. Accept the fact that I'm two different people. I am two different people. This is a new thing that's going on. I'm married to Leah. We have children, and this is my normal life here where I bang her and my kids, and I'm a man. But on Sunday nights, sometimes, other than Sunday nights, I'm Veronica, okay? So I'm not cheating on my wife when I'm fucking a guy, all right? I'm not cheating on my wife. That's my other personality. and I have two personalities, and I'm allowed to be two different people. I'm not cheating. We are understanding that I have more than one dimension in my brain. I'm sorry that I'm on a different plane and level than the rest of you guys. You guys live your boring one-dimensional life. You know, at one point they thought the earth was fucking flat, okay? They thought the earth was flat at one point. Now we know it's a giant fucking sphere that floats around this godforsaken fucking dark abyss of fuck we all live on. And
flat as your chest, Veronica. Sorry, I'm a little scorned when you made me call you Eva repeatedly, and now you say your name's Veronica.
If you
then you come on here
off,
and you act like you don't even know me.
Listen, a couple weeks ago, Ken called you a slob, and if you do that, keep talking to me like this, I'm gonna call you a slob too. Okay, so here's
Don't
the
go
thing.
that far.
Here's
Don't
the
do
thing, slob. You know, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I will suck your dick to make up for it. But no, I'm single. Unlike Joe. You know, Joe is tied down and he's got these things. But as long as I'm Veronica, it's okay. It doesn't mean Joe's gay because I swallow guys. You know, it's just it's a different personality. It's a new thing. It's gonna be coming out. You're gonna see it on 20 Minutes and Dateline NBC and like MTV, and there's gonna be speeches about this, about multi-personality sexualities. Multi-personality sexuality. Say it over and over again so it's in your fucking head. Multi-personality sexualities. Go ahead, say it.
Multi-personality sexualities. I can certainly see a bit of a progressive movement for it.
Multi-personality sexualities. It's not a disorder. It's not a mental disease. It's a fucking way of living. It is. Some people fucking are born as a man, but they like to have sex with guys. Many people are born as a man, they like to have sex with women. Some people are born not feeling comfortable in their skin. I'm born not just bisexual. I'm born as two different people who happen to enjoy different sexes and don't agree on their baseboard sex. They're hosts. Anyway, I'm not trying to push this on you. I'm just telling you.
So you're telling me you don't identify as a man or a woman?
Well, I identify as a woman, asshole. I
so
identify as a woman. I'm Veronica, so you can address me as Veronica. Yes. And when it's Joe, when you're speaking with Joe, then he does identify as a man. That's fine. And I have the parts. He has the parts. We're all part of the same thing. But this is a different thing that you don't understand fully. You can never understand what I'm going through, and I don't expect you to. I'm just trying to tell people.
I understand, but you're so brave to come on the show. Like
I am
just
Thank
so
you.
Brave.
Thank
I think
you.
we all need to go ahead and just salute you. I tip my hat to you, you beautiful female.
Thank you very much. I'm so.
You're so strong.
Fuck
to come on
me.
Here
Oh my
and
God.
admit
Someone finally
who you
understands.
are to the world.
Someone so understands me. My dad never understood this. He never did. He never did ever.
It's okay.
Even
Fathers typically are assholes.
I just want to go to the prom with, and I'd have to leave the prom to change to go as Veronica to be with somebody, and then I had to come back in as Joe and be with the girl I was there with, and they didn't understand that. They were like, you're cheating on me, and I'm like, I'm not cheating on you. I'm two different fucking people. I'm two different fucking people, and nobody ever understands that. So thank you, Jake. I'm so thankful for what you just said. Seriously.
I get it. This is what watching Backlash on repeat does to people. I agree. There comes a point in time where there's got to be a breaking point. You have to be able to be yourself. You just have to.
Oh, hey, sorry about that. That happens sometimes. Anyway, back to the Monday Night Raw review. So, why don't we start from the beginning and break it down? Let's go through everything real quick. All right, Jake?
I was saying in the beginning, we went ahead and I liked the beginning. I liked the way that, Kurt Angle fucks everything up, and Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens saved it. Owens was great. I liked that bad monster line. That really had me laughing. You're a bad, bad monster. I thought that was fun.
I'm actually just annoyed by, not in a good way, annoyed by Sami Zayn and Owens at this point. I'm annoyed by them, and not in a good way. I just couldn't deal with them at all. I was like, they have fudged them around so much that I am lost on that whole situation, to be honest.
It's just hard to view them as a credible threat to anything at this point. They've lost consistently for the better part of 6 months now.
Somebody goes, what kind of tea was Joe drinking?
It was fruit tea.
Fruit tea, yeah. Fuck you, Jake, you fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, the Goon just dropped a super chat, and I will play the donations that are popping up, too, by the way, in a second here. The Goon says, Veronica equals what's wrong with America. How dare you, asshole?
That's so insensitive.
She's like my sister, bro. She's like my sister.
Sister that you fool around with.
My sister Abigail. Thank you, Goon.
Does it piss you off that they're calling Bray Samael now? You know, they're trying to get that over, and Michael Cole still refuses to understand. I wish they wouldn't even just acknowledge it at this point. Just let it go.
Yeah, I don't know why they're going there with it. They're very confusing too. They're another. I told you guys that I'm a bitter motherfucker. I think the Hardy's been completely mishandled, and I didn't get what I wanted out of the Hardy situation, so therefore, I fucking hate Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt right now. I just don't. I mean, right now I don't care. I don't hate them, I guess, but I just don't care. And I think that's terribly sad that's what's happened.
My Skype just lagged out, so for a second it went back to your old video, and I saw you with the wig again. That came back to you. I thought you were like quickly changed.
Oh, wow. What wig? What are you talking about? Broken Lion says, Joe, are you transgender? No, I'm not transgender. I'm translucent. Jeff Road DeBoss says, be careful, Veronica. I heard Tado is a woman beater. He hits women. Who's Tado? Or Tado? Maybe he said Joe. Maybe he meant Joe, because Tado don't make sense, right? Jeff Road DeBoss.
I think Joe's a woman beater. I heard that Joe is a woman beater. He hits women. I think that's what he meant. But.
That's right. I've actually never hit a woman, ever. Never.
You should start. It's fun.
Yeah, should I start slapping somebody around?
Yeah, pick one.
I've never hit a woman, yeah. I don't know. I've thrown things before, like in the presence of women. But I've never...
Cell phones, TV remotes,
I've
sandwiches.
never re-honored the fuck out of somebody. You know, I've never decided to go that way. I don't know what it is.
You're missing out. You're the king. Just like DJ Khaled said, you're the king. You're the Don.
Remember a while back, Adam Rose was trying to convince me, like, you got to try this. And I was like, Bry Guy, thank you. Thank you, Bry Guy. What was in that tea? The same shit that was in Elias's tea. You see that fucking fruity robe he's been wearing? Something's wrong with his ass, too. No, but, the crowd didn't really get with him as much as the one last night, but it was still, people just so into Elias. He got one of the loudest pops tonight, although the pop was a little bit lower than it was last night, but I still liked it. Guys, if you want to subscribe down below to Corrupted Entertainment, the YouTube channel. And, of course, if you want to listen to the 2-hour podcast of me, Ken, and Justin Bailey, every Saturday night, become a patron, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and download every single episode ever of Corrupted. I'm going to be providing links for you guys where you can click on it to a Dropbox, and you can download every episode in MP3 format to your phones, so you can save on your data plan. We're going to be dropping that interview with Justin Incredible tomorrow. It's very dark, man. I think he might have been fucking, I don't know if he was drunk or like what was going on, but he sounded, a little inebriated. But he's got a big story to tell. He's got a big documentary coming out soon, guys. He's filming the end of it. If you guys are in Waterbury, Connecticut on fucking May 20th, get yourselves over to Waterbury, Connecticut. Bring your bulletproof vest. But get yourself over to Waterbury, Connecticut, because it's going to be a great show. He's going to beat the fuck out of, who the fuck is he? Homicide. Motherfucking Homicide versus Just Incredible. So go check out PJ Polacco's Twitter, Just Incredible. I'm going to be promoting his shit until he releases this thing, this produced by DDP. They followed him around. It's really going to be an interesting documentary when it gets released. So I want to support that as much as we can. It's just seems like such a great idea. That's Keith's cousin. Read your donations. Oh, Jeffro the boss. Thank you, Jeffro. Yeah, a little behind Jeffro. I don't know. Thank you, Jeffro.
No. All joking aside, I respect women as well, and you should never hit a woman. But, big but here, I do laugh my ass off at they had the subreddit, Pussy Pass Denied. Have you ever seen any of those?
No.
where women, they act a certain way like men, and they go up to guys either at a bar or in a fight or something. They start tooling guys and beating the shit out of them, and the guy finally just has enough, and bad stuff happens. But there's just
I mean, at a certain point,
how much can anybody take, really?
Yeah, at a certain point, you gotta slap somebody,
Yeah, there's a difference between defending yourself and outright being abusive, and abuse should never be tolerated. But how much abuse should you take? Where do you draw the line?
I want to be abused. You know who I want to be abused by? Oh, actually, I don't even know. I was looking at Sarah Jessica Parker today.
There's a monster loose in New York.
She don't look anything like Sarah Jessica Parker. She looks like she had a chin job and she got rid of her mole, and she really looks like.
Said, that's what happens when you have too much money. They had to start over.
Yeah, that's what it's like. That's not her anymore, But
when I saw that picture, I had no idea who the hell it was, and I'm like, no way. Come on.
I always thought she looked like a goblin, but even looking like a goblin, I still felt like she's hot in a weird way. Like, it's weird, right? Like, I'm like, man, Sarah Jessica Parker's kind of hot for in a weird witch sex way, and but after seeing a recent picture, I was like, damn, she just looks old. Like, what?
But
the
her head
fuck?
was so elongated and stretched out, especially the way her hair was done. It looked like someone took the top of her head and just pulled for too long.
I want to put a. Where's
scary.
that fucking picture that you sent me? Hold on a second, Sarah, because it's all.
Yeah, you
got
to pull that up. It's frightening.
What the fuck is this she's wearing? This is like not.
Well, they're all at the Met Gala tonight, and they're doing that stupid heavenly theme. So everyone's trying to look like Joan of Arc on crack.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they all have some religious undertone for their outfits, and even your boy Brady was there with Giselle.
Fuck was Tom wearing? Oh,
he
God.
looked Metro fabulous, I'll tell you.
Man, he is fucking questionable. And he's like,
he had
molesting
this
his kids
trim thing,
with his fucking kisses and everything.
But look at this shit, my God!
Yeah, she don't look
her
like.
head's just so cone-headish, just elongated.
I want to put a big
scary.
fucking load right on her head, just a big fucking, big shot of load right on her head.
It's a target, that's for damn sure.
I want all those paparazzi to be taking pictures of my kids on her head. What the fuck? All right, let's play some donations.
ShiBUM.
Tried to amend my carnivorous habits. Made it nearly 70 days. Loss in weight without speed. Eating sunflower seeds. Drinking lots of carrot juice and soaking up rays. But at night I'd have these wonderful dreams, some kind of sensuous treat.
Bananas, bananas, daiquiris. But that America creation, cheeseburger paradise. Bailey loves Buffett. Thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 ShiBUM, man. Thank you. Yes, Corey Graves referenced Jimmy Buffett tonight.
ShiBUM.
After we did
I
Saturday.
believe that a raw person will win Money in the Bank and cash in on one of the PPVs.
Get the fuck out
Maybe
of here.
SummerSlam. If you look at all of Brock's loses, with the exception of losing to Goldberg, there was always some kind of fuckery to protect Brock in a loss.
Yeah, the
That's
last
a good
time he
point.
lost was what? Before Brock or before Goldberg was
Seth.
Undertaker.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Remember, and Undertaker made him either pass out but Undertaker had tapped before.
Well, he
that.
hit him in the balls.
Yeah, that's right. He low blowed him from behind, and then but he tapped out, and the ref
He shinskate him.
Yep. Dick kick city, baby.
He is the perfect no-show.
What up, Joe? This Tato, reppin' GB Eagle Gang Chirac, baby. I'll give Raw 5 out of 10. It's aight. Oh, and tell Tom Inc. to lose my number, shorty. I kill people.
Oh my God, I kill people. What the fuck? Man Cool 672. What's up, Man Cool? Repping the GBE Glow Gang.
You got your
Chirac,
Wendy's
baby.
uniform, Tommy.
Chirac. Giving it a
Mom,
5
you're
out of
funny.
10.
You're funny, Mom.
Mom. I just
It's
washed
windy
your.
out.
I washed your Wendy's clothes, Tommy.
ShiBUM.
Mom.
Josephine flash me now flushed.
Dolphin on his eye. What's up, Dolphin? Thank you for the $5, Dolphin. You keep the show going with these donations. So I love you, bro. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you very much. Dolphin on high.
Hello, it's me. It's me, George Tagay.
I will put you in the balls if I want to.
ShiBUM.
Oh my god.
Man, I have to admit it, Raw was decent. It
Really?
was better than the past few Raws. I hated to see Kevin not win on his B-Day. Do you think Roman will be or not be in match?
I don't know. I feel like he won't. I feel like he won't be. But didn't somebody else? Weren't we? A lot of people saying Roman was going to win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that was rumored heavily at one point, but you never know how legit those are. People just always say Roman's going to win because typically
Khalil.
Roman's going to win.
Well, let me ask you this then, Khalil Bama. Thank you, man. Khalil Bama, you're the beast, man. I appreciate it, Khalil. What do you think then? You think he's going to be in it?
I think he'll still be in the match. I think they'll find a way he'll because they still have so many weeks to build here.
Yeah.
So they did the first qualifying, then he'll have to face Jinder. Eventually he'll beat Jinder, and then he'll get another chance possibly at a qualifying match. Kind of seems the route they'll go. Because what else are they going to do? Have him versus Jinder at the pay-per-view?
Yeah, I don't know. They did kind of set that up, but yeah, it's too early to build that. Like that would be way too. Can you imagine him and Jinder feuding for the next 5 weeks? That'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, this just gives Roman someone to feud with in the meantime till Brock comes back.
They'll probably be both in the match. I bet maybe.
I wonder who Brock's going to face at Money in the Bank. That's the
Wait,
big
does
question.
he have to wrestle anybody?
Yeah, he's supposedly going to be and defending his title at Money in the Bank. So,
Well, then maybe it is. It's just going to be Roman.
it could be. I mean, that could lead into Roman not being in the match, but
Because here, what I said earlier was people were really upset last night that WWE tweeted out, oh, now he's the #1 contender again. But there was controversy in that match in Greatest Royal Rumble. So, why, aside from the fact that we're all upset, why wouldn't he be in the match? We'll talk about that in a minute.
yeah.
Tyler.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Suck it, suck it, suck it.
Would love Elias to win Money in the Bank, slow burn it, and him with the briefcase for a year, with him doing all he's doing now, singing and playing songs about it for a year. I think would be great, and just have him keep it past next Mania. Endless material.
Well, that's true. I mean, I could definitely see him with it, but I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to do that, but who wants to walk with Mr. Money in the Bank? It could work, but I don't think they're going to do that, but not a bad idea.
Having Bobby Roode beat Elias tonight, and they would have to really, really, really focus on him and build him quickly.
I don't think they need to. Because I don't think the person that wins Money in the Bank needs to be built. I think they could, because it could be the opposite. Like, oh, he's not going to win. And then all of a sudden, fucking Elias wins. And then
they just take it and then they can go with it. I mean,
yeah.
I could see that, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that, but that's not a bad idea, I guess. But I think they want someone more, I just feel like they want someone more threatening with the belt, with the briefcase at this point.
Yeah,
because
I understand what they were doing tonight with Bobby Lashley with the backstage promo.
my God.
They were trying to make it like an ESPN type promo.
Yeah.
Not backstage.
Oh, dude,
ESPN type promo.
It was so
But
obvious.
It was bad.
It was so obvious. Everybody was just like, oh, they're so want to be like the NFL or ESPN or whatever the fuck.
I mean, it reeked of copyright infringement.
The
there,
problem
but
is he's boring as shit.
we learned more about his sister than we did about him. I understand they were trying to enlighten the newer crowd that doesn't know where he came from and how he came into wrestling and his past accomplishments, but sadly they can't acknowledge much of him with Donald Trump, and that was pretty much the highlight of him early on, was when he wrestled for Trump to shave McMahon's head at WrestleMania. I mean, besides that, what else did he accomplish? Being the ECW champion?
Well, they should have had Donald Trump call into Raw. They should have had Donald Trump show up on the Titantron and be like, "It's good to see you back, Bobby. You know, and he's just fucking on the... He's like, I'm in the White House right now, and I am getting my cock sucked. Like, and like, just be like, but anyway, Bobby, it's good to see you, Bobby. See, I love
wrestling great again.
I love black people. See, I loved Bobby. I loved Bobby. Bobby's black. See, it's a horrible fucking Donald Trump, but it's funny. Like they could do it.
It's serviceable.
Why not? Why didn't Vince just call him up? Be like, hey, Donald, you want me to call the show? You know.
I think they're trying to avoid it because they don't want half the people saying, "Oh, you support Trump," and the other half saying, "Oh, you don't," and, you know, that kind of shit, and stay as far away from political as they can.
Meanwhile, Linda's in his cabinet. Like
I know, but they don't make that known on TV. You know, and they don't want to be divisive and have any of their. Oh, I mean, they're desperate to retain viewers as is. They don't want to push anybody away because of political views.
Can you? It's so ridiculous too. Can you imagine if, imagine if Obama had been to WrestleMania, like, or whatever, like, they would have him on, I bet. Like, and he was, and he was friends with Vince. If Obama was president, right, they'd have him on.
Oh, I know they would.
But half the people would hate Obama, so, like, why would they have Obama on but won't have Trump on? What the fuck's the difference?
I just feel like
I know
Obama
what the difference
was less
is.
divisive, and yeah, I feel like Obama had a higher approval rating too. So,
that's a good point, I guess.
I just feel like more Americans enjoyed his presidency than disliked him.
Remember when they had Bill Clinton, the fake Bill Clinton, at WrestleMania 10? Todd Pettengill went up at WrestleMania 10, and they're like, "Oh my God, the president's here," and everything. I was like 10 years old. I was like, "Mom, I think the president's here." My mother's like, "That ain't him. He's an actor." And I'm like, "What? But he really looks like him." She's like,
I watched that like 4 years past and thought it was the dumbest thing at the time, but
no,
it was still funny to look
when
back
I was
on.
10, I thought it seemed kind of dumb when I was 10, but it seemed kind of cool in a way when I was 10. But when I watched it a few years ago, I was like, man, this is lame as shit. Like, can you imagine, like, when I was 10, it didn't seem like a big deal. It was just like, oh, it's funny, it's the president. And even as a 10-year-old, you were kind of like, I don't know if that's really him, but, you know, that seems like he is. Is that really the president? Is that really Bill Clinton? But if I had seen WrestleMania 10, not when I was 10, but maybe like now, like when I'm like 20 or 30, like I would have just been like, what the fuck are they doing? Can you imagine if they had a fucking impersonator of Donald Trump in like section 300 and goddamn stupid ass fucking, what the hell's his name? The announcer on SmackDown. The fuck is that cornball fucker? What's his name? What's his name? Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips. Jesus, I couldn't think of it either.
Tom Phillips goes up to row 300 and he's like, "Sir, you know, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm just here to watch the wrestling. I love wrestling. I love the WWE." "Well, Mr. President, this is amazing." You know, like, you'd be like, this is gay. What the fuck are they doing? Like,
fucking ridiculous.
But they did it, man. He was like, "Oh, Dad, I tell you, I love the WWE." I just sounded like Larry
It was a different
Funk.
time then, too. You know,
It
less
was,
social
but-
media, so it kind of worked for a bit. But
Oh my God, man! It's just so funny. If it's still, I don't know if they took it on the network, but if, you know, I think I almost.
I know
have
it's on YouTube.
Yeah, just go look up Bill Clinton at WrestleMania 10. But the whole time Vince McMahon is like, unbelievable. Todd Pettengill in the presidential box. They even like Vince McMahon even said the words fucking presidential box.
Presidential, yeah.
The fucking
Presidential
president.
poontang.
Nobody believes this, Vince. You fuck.
We're not idiots. Well,
anyway, we're
maybe he thought all the wrestling fans are missing a few IQ points and
how
they
come,
can get away with
how
easier.
come Seth Rollins can't call it the fucking curb stomp, but Roman Reigns can call it the drive-by?
That is odd, you know.
Why is that?
I don't know. Baffles me.
I mean, you know, not that I want to give them any ideas, but if curb stomp is such a bad thing, isn't drive-by a bad thing?
I was going to say one is more compared to a race issue. You know, when you think of curb stomp, it was more white on black violence.
Is that a white on black thing?
Well, that it was portrayed as, you know, American History X and with that movie and
well, black people, there's drive-bys.
Exactly, but I don't know if that's just you know, race specific.
I don't know, they both seem pretty bad to me. I don't know why one's banned.
Both are equally heinous. But
I mean, I say fucking keep both of them. Who gives a shit?
Name's a name. To me, it's ridiculous to censor.
ShiBUM.
You feel like Obama was more popular because the left-wing media slanted the news to be positive like they slant it negative for Trump.
That's a good point.
Trump has lowest unemployment rating in history for Hispanics and blacks. Obama handed out the most food stamps.
Here you go. Thank you, Abel Salas Jr.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. But that's just
true.
the thing. You know, he was perceived better because they presented him as such. So I think WWE would have had an easier time doing so and bringing in, you know, Obama than Trump. They would be, you know, there would be less repercussions for them.
They should bring up Obama, Trump, and George Bush, the second George Bush, and have them all fucking sodomize each other in the middle of the ring.
Now that's
in
a Punjabi prison match.
That's what Daddy ordered. That's what the doctor ordered. 3 presidents.
Obama's going for the steel chair, Joe. I can't believe it.
Oh, my God. Obama's going for the gobbler's knob right now on Trump, and now Trump is pissing in his mouth.
Bush just grabbed a handful of Bush.
George Bush, for some reason, thinks that this is... Oh, my God, George Bush is trying to eat Obama's leg.
While Trump eats Obama's ass. It's just glorious.
I was hungry. Oh, my God. It's fucking... What are we talking about?
Ronda Rousey wasn't there tonight. You want to know why?
Again, Ronda, I'm going to be at every single Raw.
She's been at most. Even if she was part of the dark match, that still, you know, is considered her being there by WWE's advertising terms. And she's been in the dark match segment, I think, more than she's actually been on, you know, televised segments of Raw. But this week, she was in Fiji filming Shark Week for Discovery.
No.
She's been on location filming, and WWE's Instagram, as well as her Instagram, said that she was still on location hours before Raw began tonight.
Imagine if a shark fucking ate her.
They ate me. A fucking shark ate me.
The fucking eats her, and then she just disappears. Oh, fuck. I dropped my Oreo cookie that I'm eating. Fuck.
Oh, God damn it. You need one of those Oreo tools. You see those goddamn things?
No, what are you talking about? What?
It's like a hook that you hold Oreos with. I saw it online. It's ridiculous, but...
So you can dip them in the milk and shit?
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those. I'm a fucking Oreo psychopath.
Are you? I'm not into cookies, so...
You're not
just
into
pussy.
cookies?
Yeah, just pussy.
You're not into cookies, huh?
No, I'm not into cookies.
Yeah, okay.
Really, desserts are not my thing.
The fuck out of here.
I'm telling you.
You know,
surprising as it may be.
Ken said you're a slob. You must be into cookies. I'm sorry, I keep fucking doing that just so if he's listening, if he's listening, he's like, "Oh my God, stop saying it!" Like, I said that one of his co-hosts was like boring as shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So then he's like, "Well, at least I don't work with a slob." And I was like, I go, "Who are you talking about? What is he talking about?" And at some point I got desperate. I really didn't know what he was talking about. And I said, "Are you talking about Leah?" It's like, no. And then like a day later I realized, oh, he must be talking about Jake, I guess. I don't know.
Throw my ring, my hat in the ring there.
But then he said that no, he wasn't talking about you. He said
he's the Marvel expert talking about fucking fake fat. You know how many people reached out to me afterwards? They were furious about that. You angered the nerds, Joe.
Me?
Yeah. Did you know that it is wrong to say that they're having a third Spider-Man movie from the other franchise and Sony did not? It was like, oh, Jesus, I know. Blame Ken. He's the ass.
Well, I literally told everybody I heard this from Ken. And then people were like yelling at me like I said it. I'm like, I didn't say it. I was told by Ken this.
Yeah, the pro Marvel anti-Sony ponies were up my ass about that one. It was pretty funny.
It is funny.
I had people that I've never even heard of on Twitter or spoken with were like, "Did you know?"
It's like, yeah, I pretty much didn't believe it. I'm just telling people like because Ken said if you go listen to Corrupted, he said adamantly like there's going to be 2 Spider-Mans out at the same time, and I said, what the fuck? Are you sure? And then I was like, that sounds crazy. And then he's like, no, dude, they're doing it. Like, and he goes, I read it earlier. Like, and he said, I read it and I saw it and it's absolutely happening. Go listen to Corrupted. He fucking says it. So, like, I was like, what am I going to do? Like, you're a liar. You know, I was like, oh, shit, I guess it could happen, right? Like, with the way...
if you say anything confident enough, it has to be true.
Yeah, with the way that Marvel is going with the weird divisions and Sony and stuff, I'm like, I guess fucking shit, that could happen. That's stupid, though. And he was like, yeah, man, it's fucking happening. So then I mentioned it the other day and said I heard this from Ken. And then people just ate me alive, like, Joe, you idiot, Joe. And I'm like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Like, I didn't say this. I'm just saying what I heard. I don't fucking know.
Yep, people had to make sure we knew that was not true.
Oh my God.
Obama is black, that's why.
Alexa's,
thank you for the insight.
Alexa's boob job. Thank you for the $5. I was really concerned about Alexa's boobs the other night, and then it ended up being her shoulder that fucked up. And that's all because of the way she was thrown. I mean, like, dude, I saw it live. I went, oh my God, that's fucking horrific. And then she's injured. So
yeah, I was like, where the fuck is Alexa tonight? And I was like, that sucks. And it was like, oh yeah, she's injured. And then we knew Mickey wasn't going to show up because, you know, Ronda Rousey wasn't going to be there. And then we had nothing from Nia, right? I didn't see her at all.
She tweeted out a bunch of pictures of her being a dumbass in the back tonight.
Okay.
Granted,
but
like
I didn't see that either.
She's like hanging out with Brad Armstrong, and she's like...
Good for you.
Yeah, and TJ's producing a bunch of matches now, so she's back there writing stuff with him probably.
I wish that Bobby Roode got sodomized by Elias's guitar right in the middle of the ring. I didn't want to see Elias lose to the fucking glorious DDT. And they're trying to make it like the RKO, if you notice, too. Really? Out of nowhere. The glorious DDT out of nowhere. We get that call. And it's like, my God. Can't you... Do you have anything? You know, there's nothing to exemplify you with. You were literally, you know, you epitomize a copycat. There's nothing original about you in this role.
Dude.
At all.
Tonight, Michael Cole, dude, I wanted to choke Michael Cole back to, like, through a toll booth in New Jersey and then into a fucking river. Like, I wanted to choke Michael Cole so bad tonight. The commentary was abysmal.
Yeah, it was horrendous. I even during the Mojo match, I wish I could remember better. Cole said something, and he went back and forth with Coach, and maybe eventually I'll read it or somebody will say they'll point it out. But it was so moronic and just mind-numbingly stupid that I had to go back and I just, it's one of those things like you just couldn't miss. And I was like, my God, like, do you hear yourself speak? Do you know the words that are coming out of your fucking mouths?
I had to do
Dick
it.
kick.
Those are the words right there.
That's about right. Fucking A. Every time you hear that, you just gonna start shaking a little bit.
Ugh.
But that's the thing, you know, I did enjoy tonight more than previous Raws. As much as I sound like I'm shitting all over it, the wrestling was solid. I like the fact that they're building towards Money in the Bank. At least they're trying to prepare you for the pay-per-view. They're obviously not understating the importance of the briefcase. They did a nice thing making it, you know, their exemplary star with Seth Rollins having one of the greatest, as they said, Mania moments because of the briefcase. You know, they really tried to hammer home that this is a big deal and the winner has a huge chance. And then Baron Corbin comes out and he's like, I won last year.
Yeah.
Why acknowledge that?
Yeah, I won, and then I got fruit roll up to last year. I'm Baron Corbin.
Carmella's the one that you would want to tout about.
Dude, he's
and
so
even
boring.
she had to have a repeat match to justify her first win due to outside help.
Baron Corbin is Baron. He's fucking
I didn't give two shits about the Raw Tag Champs coming out facing Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. I guess they're trying to make sure that they know that, oh, well, Dallas and Axel no longer are supporting actors, or they're their own leading men in their own breakout roles. But it was a pre-taped segment that aired right before the match, and I was like, all right, this should have been done as soon as The Miz left. Or they should have turned on The Miz if that was the case. But now they're like pseudo-heels, kind of, so it still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're getting lost in the fucking... They're turning into, well, I don't even know. They're like 3MB
they're just worse jobbers than they were before. Jason Powell made a good point on Twitter. He said most of the heels need to be tossed into the lake of reincarnation themselves. And that's when I was, my biggest complaint. Where you can have a little bit of fun with Bray Wyatt, but besides that, what else are you going to get out of this? Because there's no credible heels. There's no one big and booming. Now, the way they built up Bobby Lashley tonight, I'm thinking maybe he will face Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Jesus.
Sasha Banks isn't in the Money in the Bank match. Makes sense.
Sasha's mouth blood is upset. I think they're still trolling us with the Bailey thing, so...
I'm sick of Sasha. I'm sorry. But then you see her cry. Every time she doesn't win, she seems to just cry. And she's not a great actress, unfortunately, so those have to be semi-real tears. They've ruined her. They've ruined her and Bailey, going back and forth and back and forth. Last week, Sasha got her ass kicked. Bailey didn't save her. Then Bailey wants her to be in her corner last night. Bailey gets her ass kicked. And then, now she comes out to help Sasha tonight. Why?
Dude.
Why?
I can't even believe that.
ShiBUM.
Sup, guys?
D-Moon.
Hope you guys are enjoying your night. Haven't watched WWE in weeks.
Lucky.
Just stopping by to show some love to you guys. Hope you guys have a kick-ass night.
Yeah, it'll be really kick-ass, D-Moon, if you show up for some PUBG in a few minutes. D-Moon, what's up, bro? PUBG invite is there. I'm missing it. So, I've been missing it, so.
Yeah, no. D-Moon's got to keep this party going.
Thank you, D-Moon. Shit, what was I going to say? Fuck, I lost it. Oh, yeah. I just remember when she came out in NXT with that belt and she was so badass. Dude, there was one point when she was so exciting, I was actually looking up her entrances from house shows to listen to the ovation for her and to see her strut into the ring with the belt. Like, Sasha Banks was so fucking awesome. Like, she was so awesome.
She demanded your attention. She was the boss.
And people that, like, say things like, you stupid marks, like, who I thought she was cool or something. You're all idiots. She sucks. And it's like, yeah, she was cool in NXT, and the main roster sucks. So it's not her. I don't think it's her fault.
No, it was the way she was handled. One, the hot potato title was a huge issue. That really hurt her, and that's not to be understated either, because they made her just feel like she couldn't get the job done. Then with Bailey, she literally couldn't get the job done with Alexa, with that whole Extreme Rules angle they did. That killed her character and any momentum she had. And then they pitted these two against each other without turning either one of them. So it just further shoved them down the goddamn rabbit hole.
Oh, you know something, by the way? People are saying that Jonathan Suarez says Spider-Man live action, no, but a cartoon or something is coming out. So this is something somebody said the other day too. So there is,
but it's not the third movie.
What, Leah?
Somebody made a really good trailer that's got like millions of views, and people.
Oh, it's fake. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a few fan-made trailers.
Leah says it's fake. I don't know.
I don't know about the cartoon, the movie though.
Oh, the movie. Okay, so maybe I don't fucking know. I don't know what. I'm gonna yell at Ken though. I'm gonna yell at.
Oh yeah, that's the Miles Morales Spider-Man. So that's a different thing entirely.
It is a Spider-Man, I guess. Multiverse.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not in the same universe as.
Is Spider-Man? Okay, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever. I don't.
No,
I fucking
Ken's wrong.
hate Spider-Man anyway. So like, I don't even care.
Do you? I've always enjoyed Spider-Man. I even liked the Maguire ones and.
No, I hated Spider-Man. I especially hated Tobey Maguire because when I was in middle school, I think those came out like when I was in 8th grade or something, or
2001 came out.
All right, I was in high school then. But yeah, people like
2000, 2001.
I used to get called Toby. People used to think lots of times. Like people would always say to me, "I got this so much. You look like Elijah Wood. You look like Elijah Wood. You look like Tobey Maguire." I got Tobey Maguire and Elijah Wood so much through high school.
Because all white guys look the same.
I wanted to DDT Tobey Maguire's fucking head through a goddamn scroll saw or some shit. I don't fucking know. But luckily a little bit. But I also got Eminem a lot too, so that was okay. I was like, all right, I'll take the Eminem. But the Elijah Wood was more when I was like 5th grade. But that, I don't know why I was always like, I don't know.
Yeah, I always think it's 2001 for Spider-Man. It's 2002. Thank you, guys. Because in 2001, obviously 9/11 happened, and they had marketing material of Spider-Man stopping a bank robbery where he webbed up the helicopter they escaped on between the Twin Towers. And they had to take that out of the theaters and remove that entire, trailer.
Dude, I remember that. I forgot about. I remember that. I remember like online there was like clips of it leaking almost or something. I remember.
Yeah, they had like still frames for a long time.
Yeah, it was like, dude, it was weird because like that was.
It was
when,
the biggest deal. Yeah.
Well, and like online was kind of still. It wasn't new, but it was like we had the big bulky computers. It took forever to download stuff sometimes still. But online was much better. It was much better than actually. 2002 was a lot better than it was, and I don't know. It's just wild. Can you believe the internet's been around that long and whatever?
I know. I think about growing up. It wasn't until 8th grade to really have a computer that went online and all this stuff. And you think now, my daughter's on her tablet, my fiance's on her phone, the Xbox is on, the computer's on, all this stuff. As we're, even 10, 15 years ago, you had one device. And if anybody picked up the house phone, that was it. You got kicked offline.
So I was lucky enough that before we became poor, when my dad was alive, that I grew up not rich, but kind of like we had money. So, and he was an engineer. So we had like this fucking technology in the house, and a lot of people in the neighborhood did too. So like, and we're talking 1990 fucking 2 and 93, and even before that actually, but like, yeah, early 90s, like 91, 92, like we were able to connect online through something, and I forget what it was. It was some kind of phone connection. Yeah. And what happened was, he had it. A few people were getting it. It was right as AOL, before AOL had come out, and, you could connect and play games. You could connect and play shit, and it was crazy. I remember Doom when that came out. I could watch his screen somehow. There was all this weird shit that was coming out, and it was just crazy. And because we were all in the same neighborhood, and his dad made a shitload of money doing something too, like, so these dads had the same shit. It was weird, and all that stuff launched, man. I was on AOL, and I want to say 93. I was on AOL, and the dial-up shit, and it'd take like 8 minutes to dial up onto the internet. And you had Netscape and all that shit.
Do you remember Web TV?
I remember hearing about it, but I never used that.
See, I saved up money. My kind of like father figure, one of my best friend's fathers moved away when I was in, I think, 5th grade. And I was really close to them and their families, and they had web TV. So I ended up saving up with babysitting jobs, and I bought it for myself. And what it is, you had to pay for like a year's subscription. But it was a wireless keyboard, and it had a modem and kind of like a mini game console minus the games that you would hook up to your TV, and it allows you to browse the internet. So you can go into chat rooms, you can go on like, Yahoo sites, things like that. It was very basic and primitive, but it was basically, the internet on your TV. And it required its own dedicated phone line, things like that. It was, badass. But I forgot about that and having that entirely till the other day. Kind of had a flashback.
Weird. It was like, was that late 90s?
Yeah, that was 98, 99.
Yes,
yeah. Web TV was incredible, though. To be able to just connect to people and chat and stay in touch. You had email, you had the chat servers, and then you were able to, like I said, browse the web.
What's the difference with that and like AOL or any other cable modem browser?
You figure it was for the time it was a little bit faster with the 56K modem somehow by the way it connected, and also the fact that it was on your TV was revolutionary at the time.
Yeah, Super Chat does work, man, of 1,005 holds. Yeah, I never used it. Like by then I had cable internet, so that was fast. Like it killed the dial up, Yeah, it was just about 99 that we got cable, no dial-up.
DSL.
Yeah, DSL. Just it was plugged in all the time, which was mind-blowing. Because
I remember being the first one in my neighborhood in like 2001 or 2-ish to have, the first DSL modem. And everybody came over and was like, oh, my God. I remember downloading a music video, and it took like 2 hours. And everyone was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, like I had to wait all night for this. Yeah, like you'd be in the middle of downloading, and somebody'd pick up the phone. You know, you're like 2 hours into the download, and then the phone.
Yeah,
rings.
no more of that shit. You had to put the little filters on all your phone, phone lines and.
Dude, one day we should just do a podcast on every our growing up when that came up, because
growing up tech.
It's weird because like people don't get it. Like we got really lucky, especially like if you're 40. If you're 40 years old, you really saw everything change. But we saw a shitload, because it was like, dude, we went from like got to call your friend and then ride your bike to his house, and if you wanted to play, you could play Nintendo over his house or something, or maybe a computer game. But it's like we saw all that stuff start. You know what I mean? And
the kids, and today don't realize, all the teens, like Monday Nitro said, waited
like
12 hours for 8 minutes of porn. No, you didn't even have that. There was no Pornhub. There was no free porn. So you had to go ahead and you had to be slick. There wasn't even so much like a real Google image search yet. Google was still, in the early stages, even at that point. So you'd have to go and you'd find paid website, and then you'd have to look at like the free content for the previews for 30 seconds. You had to really think outside the box.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was like homework. If there was a class in that, guys that at our age were getting an A for sure.
You know what's sad is I found a modem from I found a hard drive a while back from literally from 2001 or 2003 maybe 2001, 2 or 3, I don't remember. And there was I had some of the downloadable porn that I had was on that hard drive still. And I was going through it trying to copy over stuff that was important. And I was like, oh my God, I got to delete this. But then I opened it and I opened some of it and watched it, and I was laughing because I could still remember the pixelations of some of it. And some of it was coded, with a codec. So it was black.
Oh God.
So you couldn't even see anything.
Yeah. They don't even have those codecs anymore. Jesse says, find your dad's porn. My dad used to just leave, when he was in the picture, his porn magazines in the bathroom. We had a magazine rack in the bathroom. So there'd be Better Housekeeping, Celebrity Weekly, and gangbangers,
Dude, I was my friend's dad under his bed. We would go under his bed and pull the things out and look at them. The best was Swank.
Swank,
I think it was Swank.
Swank, Hustler. Yeah, he had all those. I know my friends would disappear. I got a shit. I'm like, you were just in the bathroom for half an hour.
Yeah.
I got a shit again, and they disappear.
You're flipping through, and 3 of the pages are all melted together, and you're like, oh, Dad really just launched one on this fucking whore.
The centerfolds would disappear,
Rest in peace, Dingo Warriors, somebody said. Anyway, we just went off into a different podcast. Well, this is Corrupted Entertainment now, but
yeah, we get to branch off a little bit. But
I was blah about Raw tonight, though. I'll tell you guys, I think they did sort of what they had to do tonight, but I don't think that they entertained me enough. I wasn't too happy with it. I thought it was maybe a better effort than usual. It seemed like they sort of tried to do something, but I just still wasn't into it. I'm still at a 4 out of 10 for Raw tonight. I couldn't care. I thought Backlash was better. I would rather watch Backlash again.
The opening match was better than all of Raw. Yeah. But the rest of the pay-per-view, no, I'm all set with that. I preferred Raw in that sense, excluding the Miz match. I would give tonight about a 5, and because I did like the triple threat at the end. Everybody worked well together, and it was entertaining. I didn't think that Finn was going to win. I wanted him to. I had a feeling Roman would take it just because of how they were building it with him beating Samoa Joe. And, they said, oh, he beat Samoa Joe, so now he's deserving to challenge Brock for the title again, and he wants to. And it's see, this is the shit I wish they would better clarify. Last week, everyone wanted to face Roman. Well, now he beat Samoa Joe, who's on another brand, and now he's entitled to the #1 contendership again. It's so fucked.
All they needed to do was say that there was controversy in the Greater Royal Rumble. There was controversy, so he's deserves a shot because of the way it ended.
Exactly. Not he beat Samoa Joe.
That's all they need to say. Don't. Javier.
Vince is done getting Roman over in the men's LL, now move him to the women's division with A kayfabe sex change. He'll now be Ramona Reigns and he'll win the women's ladder match. He'll cash in on Nia.
Ramona.
It'll be okay because she weighs more than him.
Javier. Javier, thank you. Yeah, I want to introduce you to Ramona.
See, now,
Ramona.
all joking aside, how would you feel if, we had the men's ladder match and Roman wins, and then the women's comes out, and then they add a new contender, and they did do Ramona, like they did Santina?
Oh, my God.
Every now and again, they just need to pull out all these stops and make it fucking stupid. If they're going to go and give us mindless, numbing bullshit, they either need to go all the way with it and make it pure PG and funny, or they can't keep towing the line back and forth between the two. That's the problem.
But speaking of the women, I got to tell you, that I loved the women's match tonight. Ruby Riott, Sasha Banks, and
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon, yeah.
Ember Moon, that finally when she hit the Eclipse off the top rope, that was the best one she's hit yet.
Yeah, but dude, I liked that match. Like I was watching the match and I liked it. I really liked it, and it built. And after all the women did some like decent stuff, and then like Sasha did that flip over the top to the outside. I loved it. That kind of got me moving a little bit. And then when Ember dove out of the ring and smashed Ruby Riott, I was loving it at that point. I thought that match was great. I really liked that match. That was my favorite match, of the night at that point. And I was off and on a little bit with Raw tonight, so maybe I'm out of sync a little bit. Maybe that's why I'm giving it a 4. And I'm a bit tired, so maybe that's it too. But I just like that women's match. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I said before, I just wish that they didn't have to have the Riot Squad get involved. Since Ruby Riott won last night decisively, I was kind of hoping that she'd be able to show off her abilities on her own without needing her squad to back her up. And I wasn't thrilled that Bayley obviously got involved on Sasha's behalf, but the outcome was fantastic. The girls, they really worked well together. And like I said, Ember was the right person to win. She needs to be showcased a bit more. They need to build her up. But I understand the crowd being quiet too. I said this earlier while you were away.
Was there an accidental? Well, go ahead with what you were going to say. But after we're done with that, I want to touch on. Someone said there was an accidental 3 count. But go ahead with what you were saying.
There might have been. I saw that on Twitter at one point too, but I didn't see it myself.
Okay, I didn't either.
Yeah, I was just saying that Banks' character has been all over the goddamn place, and Ember Moon's still really new, and no one's going to cheer for the heel in Ruby Riott, so the crowd really was quiet, but I defend them for that because a lot of people were shitting on the New York crowd. They were really excited for Braun and everything in the beginning, but they got quiet after that, and they didn't really peak back up for the rest of the night. They kind of, you heard some of the kids speak up during the No Way Jose thing, but that's about it. But I didn't see the accidental 3 count myself. Someone mentioned it on Twitter, but I didn't catch it personally.
Yeah, I don't blame them either. I thought they had a good match. The crowd just was shitty. 337, what's up?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Shout out Jake DeMarco.
What's going on?
Hey, so we almost halfway through the year, and in due time, the XFL will be here. What do y'all think if Vince signs O.J. Simpson?
O.J. Simpson to the XFL.
It's funny joke because you said the other.
What did I say the other day?
We got to bring back the juice.
Bring back the juice, man. Put him on the mic.
The juice, man.
Reminds
me of Dave Chappelle's recent stand-up that he did not long ago. He said he can kill all of white America just by having OJ come out and kneel down in the middle of the field during the national anthem. Just what's he doing? What's OJ in the? Oh God, no! Somebody's done. So just
don't make me call you Nicole. Don't make me do what I did to Nicole to you. Don't make me do that.
Especially with the way he acted during that recent, previously unreleased interview.
Oh my God!
I did it. Ain't none of you can do nothing about it. That's the best part. I killed that white bitch.
Imagine. That's what he needs to come out with at this point. Everybody knows. Double Jeopardy, you
have all you guys heard about the knockout game? They go up, they just punch a white motherfucker in the head. I came up with that.
Fucking A.
How does it taste, you fucks? You took my
I'll
trophies.
tell you something.
I did that because they took my trophies. They took my trophies away, so I came up with the punch-out game, the knockout game. That was me. I've had all this pull forever.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Now, Mr. Juice, you know. I don't know if you should be admitting this on the air.
It doesn't matter at this point. I kill. If you try to indict me again, I'll have you killed.
And then all
I've
stuff
been
with his
raped
taxes.
17 times in my ass in prison. I don't
I drop
care.
the soap on a regular basis.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm fucking losing my mind tonight. Let's just go play PUBG. Fuck this shit. Thank you guys for watching this fucking whatever this was tonight. We'll be live with the SmackDown review tomorrow, where we'll probably talk more about SmackDown than we didn't talk about Raw tonight. So hit that sub button down below. I released a bunch of a video earlier today on Joe Cronin Show, my YouTube channel, my wrestling YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. So make sure you guys sub my real channel, Joe Cronin Show. We're only going live from Corrupted right now because we can't go live on Joe Cronin Show because of the strike. If you guys really want to support and give a fuck you to YouTube, make sure you come over to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show and become a patron, where you can hear all the uncensored shit and everything else. D Moon, I'm calling on you, bro. Let's do it. Get your ass over there. We're going live on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. We're going live on Twitch. So come hang out on Twitch if you guys would like. It's been a little while since we've been on Twitch, I feel like. People are still coming over there. I hope so, because it's been a really fun time. Last couple weeks when we used to go live, or last couple months, we've been 6 months, whatever it's been.
Yeah, I've been heading over there and killing it.
Yeah, I'm going live on Twitch right now, so come on over. The cheers have been reset, so you could take the top cheer spot. Thanks to Javier, that last donation. Jake, the test server's up still. If you want.
Is it? Oh, cool.
Yeah, jump on the test server. Let's play duo over there.
All right. Yeah, tomorrow night SmackDown should be good. We got Rusev and Daniel Bryan. They're going to face off. The Miz is going to face Jeff Hardy. And then we're also going to see Charlotte go one-on-one with Peyton Royce. And then they also said that the promo package was vague, but all three matches are Money in the Bank ladder match qualifying matches. So Miz and Hardy, Rusev and Daniel, and Charlotte and Peyton Royce. So
we're going to get these qualifying matches just every week now. It's going to be...
I think we'll get it this week and next week, and then that'll be probably it. Because there's only 2 ladder matches, so I imagine it'll fill up pretty quick.
And then next week, and then we got, after that, we got like 3-4 weeks until the damn show.
Yeah. That's the problem. It's still quite a ways out. They're going to have to really hold everybody's attention for a while. That's probably when they'll bring Brock back, and we'll get that clusterfuck, going on. On a side note, Fortnite tomorrow is starting their Avengers crossover. I'm not a big Fortnite fan, but how it works is it's 1 on 99. So when you start the match, I guess it's going to be a random start, and someone's going to have the Infinity Gauntlet on their hand. And instead of being able to build and all this stuff, you're going to have superpowers. So it's you versus 99 other players.
Oh, my God.
So it's basically your Thanos, and you have to go ahead and take out the other 99.
That is fucking crazy, dude.
That sounds pretty cool, so we'll have to check that out tomorrow.
That's like Friday the 13th when you're Jason.
Yeah.
Elias, what's up, bro? Thanks for subbing to me on Twitch. How you doing, bro?
Except Infinity Stones.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll be cool.
Yeah, dude, that is so cool. Yeah, they did a great idea by doing that. I mean, that game's already insane. Can you imagine the viewership on Twitch? There was 200,000 people watching the other day.
Yeah, they're PUBG's done for at this point.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
With viewership on Twitch?
No, it's not done for. You're fucking crazy.
It's been
it's
next
not.
to nothing
It's
lately.
like the top 3 every time. Fortnite was at 200,000 people the other night, and PUBG was at 90,000. So that was pretty badass.
Really? Yeah, because I mean, even tonight you got Fortnite at 154, and then you have League, IRL, Hearthstone, PUBG's 5th, so it's not too far off. But
That's not bad. I'll take 5th.
Yeah.
If yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. If PUBG goes away, I'll stop playing Xbox. So they better fucking keep it going.
Well, they'll keep supporting it. It's just, you know, they need to push out more content faster.
What PUBG does?
Yeah, they need to, you know, the update. They got the test server going on, but that's not public for.
Well, you're never going to compete with Fortnite's cartoon gimmick. It appeals to all ages.
No, but they certainly could have added new weapons at this point, new vehicles. They could have done more. They had all this money being thrown into it. They could have. They were so focused on the PC side of, you know, with cheaters and stuff that they took away some of the development team for Xbox.
Well, it's so they must have problems like with any upgrades because the Fortnite team is so much, you know, I don't know, it's so much bigger or easier or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Epic is a massive team. You know, PUBG was you know, a couple dozen people. Epic was a team of like 500. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but yeah. I mean,
Epic Games was previously established, and they have, you know, huge financial backing.
Well, PUBG, no, I mean they're previously established too, but I mean,
Bluehole was a new company.
Bluehole, isn't it like the company that made all those other games before?
No, Brendan Green made his own like battle royale mod from Arma 3, and then he helped H1Z1 with their stuff. You know, with their King of the Kill battle royale mode and whatnot, and he was like not a head developer, but he was a developer on their team. And then he got poached by people either in Korea or Japan that wanted to make his game that he had an idea for. So he went with this new team, and they made PUBG.
I just man, I'll tell you what though, when I play Fortnite, I get pissed. I get like really mad at that game because like I don't build. I don't want to build. It's not even just like I don't build and I'm not good at it. That's true, but I also don't want to build.
I wish there was. I know it's ingrained into what the game is, but I wish there was another mode where there just wasn't building.
Slayer.
You know? Just an all-out Slayer version of it. That'd be fine.
Slayer. Remember when Halo said it was like Slayer, and it was like, wow, yeah, Slayer. It's like Slayer. Like Halo 2 and Halo 3, it was like Slayer. But now now Halo 5, he says Slayer. Like
he sounds like a porn host.
He's getting fucked in his ass. What the hell is that about? Slayer. Yeah. Anyway, we're live on Twitch, guys. Come on over to Twitch because otherwise you're gonna miss out on PUBG, motherfucker. All right.
Let me get on the Xbox. I'll see you in a second.
All right, I'll see you in a second, baby. Let's kill somebody. I'm gonna kill somebody's ass. My name is Duke Nukem. Koda chica laga mega do Tuga chaka laga mega. Sorry.
Preds 1, let's go Preds.
Yeah, go Preds. Well, I mean, there's O'Brien. Why? Oh, we're in beta. We're in beta, motherfuckers. This music is just too epic. Somebody donated and it fucking missed it. Let me go grab it. Oh, the real Cody. What's up, Cody? Thanks for the 20 bits, man. The real Cody up in here. What's up here? What's up to the real Cody? What's up, real Cody? Turn my headphones up. We can get the band back together.
Slayer.
What's up, baby?
Slayer. Something.
I can't turn the music off on test server.
What's up, guys?
What's up, baby?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Can I invite you guys? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, if you go to settings.
Oh no, I started a match.
And yeah, you go to settings.
This guy says Dr. AJ
right
Styles.
bumper to go to audio.
I was almost playing with a guy named Dr. AJ Styles. Oh, I see settings now. I don't like this new menu either at all. I hope this doesn't show up in the game.
What was this?
I hate this menu. Dude, my game's all fucked up now. Cause like when you turn, the sensitivity is all different. Like the default sensitivity is way different. So I like have to reset all the defaults, and I don't even know what to reset them to, cause it's a complete different measuring system now. It's fucking weird. Like I was really pissed off with the update. I don't know why it's doing that. It doesn't even do that when I played on the PC before. Oh. Nizoa, thanks for the 60 bits.
You
What?
are welcome, Joe.
Public test server? Oh, you guys are doing the test server?
Yeah, you want to come on the test server?
Yeah, it's on right now.
We don't have to do the test server, but you want to just play regular?
No, we could do it. Hold on. Let me see. I didn't even know it was on.
Yeah, it just was on and figured, alright.
Oh, wait. We got to... No, I got to download it.
Oh, fuck that. Let's just do the regular one. That sucks, yeah. Fuck that.
Oh, you have to download it?
Yeah, I didn't know it was out.
Yeah, well, download it in the background so you have it.
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking noob.
Alright, let me switch over. Yeah, St. Louis fan asked, you know, how do we feel about the game, you know, Fortnite being free? Could this be the way games are sold? And I you know, it certainly picked up enough steam.
But that's nothing new though. Like you make.
Yeah, it's catching on more with the free to play.
I've already spent $60 on that game at least, like because of Gavin over the last 5 months asking for skins and shit.
And the skins are so expensive; they're $15 minimum each. You know, some of them. And
I told him that if he
to buy the battle pass on top of it,
May 8th. I told him that if he got like an A, like above a B plus on his book report, that I'd get him a skin, the one he wanted or whatever. And he fucking, dude, he got like what did he get, a 99 or something? So he got like an A plus. I was like, all right. So he got something in it, and then it's like,
There's
oh,
your
it's
skin.
$25. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck off, like with that fucking game's a piece of shit. You know, there's kids.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude,
but it's just a skin.
Oh,
that's
you have to pay for the season passes
you know?
too, so it's not free. Anybody that's, I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. You have to pay for the PVE, then you have to pay for the battle pass to get the challenges and stuff.
Yeah. And then you actually have to be good at the game.
Yeah, and then everything's a la carte. So I don't know. I find it to be a ripoff.
I don't have a problem with it.
I'd rather pay $60 for the game and get everything, and then be able to buy extra cosmetic stuff than have to do everything.
I paid $30 for this game. I wish this game had more shit though. That's the thing. Like, why I would pay for some things probably in this. What? I don't know yet.
That's what I'm saying. I wish this game had more content.
We're gonna find out about my dick sucking.
Well, on the PC, they finally made it optional which map you can choose. So like they have a completely different title screen on the PC version, and then like they have more loot options. Like you have different crates, and then you can buy keys and all that stuff. So now like the weapons actually have skins and all that.
Dude, that was wicked annoying. All I could hear was the stupid music. It was like da da da.
I mean, the battle pass seems worth it for the most part if you're going to dedicate time to playing it, because then you can unlock things and, you know, earn the V-Bucks, stuff like that.
But even then, it's still, you know, I would rather just have bought the game for $60 and then get the battle pass every time there's a new season included in it.
Yeah.
And the PvE should be included because the Save the World is what I was looking forward to. It looked fun, but then to buy it originally, it was sectioned off into like, oh, do you want to spend $150 for the Elite Founder version, or? And it's like, I just want to play the goddamn whatever. And then Joe bought it, not realizing that the Battle Royale was free.
Well, I remember
Joe, we sent
all
you
I
an
was
invite.
doing was playing fucking Fortnite. All I was doing was playing Fortnite a bunch. And it was my buddy Bobby who was playing PUBG and Troy. And they were like, dude, you got to play PUBG. You'd love it. It's all glitchy and it's cool and shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, and I tried to play it once and then I went, fuck it. And I went back to Fortnite. So like I kept going back to Fortnite and not playing PUBG, and then finally one night I gave it I was like, all right, I'll play PUBG, god damn it, but I'd rather play Fortnite. And I played PUBG, and after a little bit I realized like, yeah, this is why I do like this more. But I still like both though. I like both games. It's just I'm definitely better at PUBG obviously though. So it's like there doesn't even need to be an argument. Like it's like whatever, they're both cool.
It's an easier game though too.
Well, PUBG?
Yeah, I think it's easier to be honest.
Yeah, because you don't have to build things.
I don't know. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Joe, man, you need to play with me one day. Get you in a tournament, win you some free cash. You'll like it.
All right, let's do it. Fucking if my kid can win, I gotta win.
Gravy, did you get the invite?
Yeah, I'm coming right now.
Okay, just making
And
sure.
he's naked.
You guys are not playing the test servers, right?
Yeah, we're on the regular.
Or you are?
No, we're playing the regular.
Alright, cool, because I don't have them downloaded.
What's the test server? It's just the desert map, right?
It's just a desert map, yeah.
Well, that, and then there's a bunch of, there's a few new weapons and new vehicles and shit like that, so. Hey, Angel, I talked to, Okay, Fabe, he's fine.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with OK Fabe?
Troll doesn't work. I don't know. Somebody's like, call OK Fabe, he's crying. I said, what?
What? Fuck?
There you go, feeding the trolls again.
How the hell do you know he's... How the fuck do you know he's crying?
I don't know, dude.
They're hungry.
Oh,
They're hungry.
After I got out of Twitter jail today, fucking some idiot. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
names,
I saw
but-
you.
Yeah.
Hey.
I had to tell him to go play in traffic again.
I play with myself.
Fucking idiot. Yeah.
In the bathroom.
Fucking Joe.
All right, guys, we're getting off of YouTube, so make sure you guys are on Twitch now.
Gotta do it in front of Leah, man. That's the best part.
I don't know where she went. I think she went to bed. All right, we're going on Twitch, guys. See you over there. Twitch, motherfucker.